Okay, here I am in Brunswick, Maryland, the marked commuter rail track, not too far from Harper's Ferry. Just wanted to talk about fundamental rights again, and a particular divide that happens with free speech, because now we have what we call freedom of reach, which is a term that Brian Stelter at CNN coined, but I think it's something we have to think about. Back in 1996, I remember the Sunday afternoon when hometown AOL turned on the ability of people to post multiple text postings, very much like blog posts today. And they only did that because earlier in the year Section 230 had been passed. And that essentially gave, that in combination with search engines, gave me the ability to express my thoughts on something. At the time, gays in the military was a big thing. My own individual thoughts, and it turned out tens of thousands of people to read it. And so I became known at that time kind of for my own unique way of looking at that issue. And it was influential later. And that was a possibility we had. I had freedom of reach, but that's not something that's guaranteed by the Constitution. It's not necessarily something that tech companies have to give you unlimited forever. And so that's something we're thinking about in our Section 230 reform. And that can be taken away, by the previous video I made, and by the Safe Tech Act, for example, that I talked about yesterday. The idea would be that if you want to have that freedom of reach, you have to earn it by being more open to letting other people in your life that you probably would not have allowed into your life before. It changes the way we think about if you're going to be very public in the world and want to have a public life, your attitude toward people and the way you express it personally matters a lot more than it used to. You don't have a separation between private life and public life anymore, and you have to be much more open to supporting things that maybe you don't like. So that's a very important point that I wanted to make.